Hi, my name is Kara, and I've been asked by Ulnooweg Development Group to talk to you about how government and large organizations buy the goods and services they need. This video is a part of UDG's Business Minute video series. In this particular video, we are talking about deciding to bid on a request for proposal. We will be using some terms in this video that are explained in a previous video on procurement and the RFP process. If you have not already seen this video, it may be helpful to watch that one first. You can find all of our videos at www.ulnooweg.ca. There are lots of ways you can hear about an RFP opportunity, but for this example, let's just say that you notice one that was sent to you through an email, and they're looking for a product or service that you can provide, or at least close to a product or service that you can provide. Maybe you have a small painting company, and the RFP is asking for a painter. Maybe you are a graphic designer or an artist, and the RFP needs someone with your skill sets for a project. The point is, someone is looking to buy something that you do or believe you can do. Does that mean that the RFP is an opportunity that is right for you? The answer to that question depends on a number of things. Suppose you are a painter and you can paint the interior of one house per week. If the RFP says they have 10 houses that need to be painted in a week, you probably cannot fill the request. In this case, you might want to explore partnering with others to bid the work. We will come back to this situation later. If you're asked these questions and you think you can do the work, first you should ask yourself, is the RFP winnable? And will the buyer see you as a viable solution compared to your competitors? Can you beat out other potential bidders? How can you distinguish your bid from others? Answering the questions of winnability is often more difficult, and the result may be more dependent on how well you represent yourself compared to others. It sometimes comes down to how you prepare your bid, and in some cases, it may just be a matter of price. Do you offer a unique service that none of your competitors offer? This may be through technology or an approach that is unique to you. It could also be past work experiences that are unique and make you stand out. The next step would be preparing your bid. You must carefully read the entire RFP and all attached documents. You should give particular attention to the nature and scope of the project, mandatory requirements, and time frame, as these will determine whether you have the qualifications and capacity to complete the project in the designated time frame. When preparing your bid, make sure the mandatory requirements are thoroughly understood and reflected upon, as a failure to meet these will result in a non-responsive proposal and will therefore not be evaluated. The structure of your response may vary. Uncomplicated RFPs may just need a price or quote. Others may require a more detailed proposal. When structuring and organizing your proposal, it may include things like Introduction. This should quickly present yourself and your understanding of the project, including the service sought and the parameters, such as time frame or budget. The next section would be qualifications and experience. Here you would give insight as to why you are the right fit for the project. This section should include the CVs of everyone working on the project, including your own, your team, partners, and subcontractors, if applicable. Next, you could add references and client testimonials. This section will support the previous section by offering proof of your qualification and experience. It should also include client references or testimonials. These can take the form of typical references with the contact information of past clients, or can feature client reviews, notably online reviews. The following section would be project work plan and reporting schedule. How can you plan on approaching the problem described in the RFP or RFQ? How do you plan on delivering the services that were requested? Each phase of the project should be included, as well as the timeline in which each task will be completed, and when each deliverable will be delivered to the client. And last, you have project costing and proposed payment schedule. This section should include a breakdown of the cost, include the cost for all products or services and professional fees, with per diem rate and number of hours worked. The total cost presented should be reflected of the total cost which will be borne by the client including taxes. You may recall earlier in this video, we raised the possibility that although the work that is needed is something you do, the job may be too big for you to take on alone. Our next video will look at joint ventures and partnerships, as well as provide you with an overview of when you should join forces with others and when doing so might not be a good idea. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions, please reach out to us anytime by visiting our website, www.ulnooweg.ca. Don't forget to click like, leave a comment, and please share this with your friends who may benefit from learning about making the decision when to bid on an RFP.